What advice would you have for listeners right now that are looking to move to Austin right now, since it's a transient market, right?
We've been in the Austin area, 12, 13 years now. Someone who knows all the neighborhoods, who knows the builders.
Countless times, I would just say, when are you flying into town? I'm coming in this day. Okay, give me 2 days. And I'll take 2 days with them. They'll drive with me, and I'll literally be a tour guide and be like, here's what Georgetown has to offer. Here's what Liberty Hill has to offer.
So especially the windshield time with them is probably really powerful for the relationship.
Absolutely.
We met via transaction, right? And,
yes, yeah.
And some personal business connections. Of you.
Couple buddies with great experience working with you. So.
Exactly. And both of us grown up in the same hometown.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
In this big metropolitan area here of 3.5 million people, but we both grew up in little Hudson, Wisconsin.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Which is super cool. And Kyle, you originally hailed from there, right?
Yes. So, went to Hudson High School and then River Falls for college.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's where I met Sarah at junior year of River Falls.
Really? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Sarah, where are you from?
Merrill, Wisconsin.
Okay. Where's Merrill, Wisconsin? I don't know where that is.
Central Wisconsin, just north of Wausau.
Oh, okay. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Well, how did you guys end up in Texas?
Wow, that's a good story on that. We loved it here, but we were like, let's see something else. We're both from Wisconsin. Let's just, see what else is out there. So we got a wild hair. We went on a road trip. We like driving a lot. So we went to, how many states did we go to?
Half a dozen, probably. 6, 7.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Stops.
Went to Tennessee,
North Carolina,
South Carolina, Florida. And the funny thing is, this is way back in the day, but I had a friend that's like, if you go to Texas, you got to go to Salt Lick. It's a barbecue joint down there. So we kind of went out of the way to go.
Salt Lick?
It's Salt Lick.
Yeah.
Very good barbecue. Very good Texas barbecue. It's great. So we got a wild hair and we're like, let's drive out to Texas. So we went out there. We were hanging out, having good barbecue. And it just dawned on us then, we're like, why don't we move here? We were sitting at a winery. We had a glass of wine with the owner at the time, and we're just hanging out, and we're like, let's move here. So it was a condensed 3-4 day trip, and we decided let's try this out.
Yeah, I'd say Austin has a very Midwest feel of the South, if that makes sense. Like the people have a general kind of the same attitude, hard workers, and just kind of like the same values that we were used to up here. We were seeing a lot of that down there. It's just like a Southern version of, of this area. So it just kind of felt right. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause
crazy.
I've never been to Austin. I've been, to Dallas and San Antonio and a bunch of other places, but never Austin. And it always seems like Austin kind of has its own little aura of energy.
Completely does.
Yeah.
Completely does.
Yeah.
It's very diverse on the energy. You get a little bit of keep Austin weird and, the craziness there, but then you get the professionals. I mean, Elon Musk is there building like crazy, and Joe Rogan now. I mean, there's tons of people in that area. It's a booming little metro,
Yeah, but you were way before this boom.
Well, 2012, yeah. So it changed a lot. Austin changed a lot since from probably 2008 to 2012. But then when we got there, we were before it went nuts. Yes.
Yeah,
for sure.
So you guys ended up starting your own real estate team. Then once you got settled in.
Well, yeah. When we were up here, we were with Coldwell Banker in Woodbury.
Okay.
Wonderful. We love Coldwell. But then we went down to Keller Williams down there. Oh. And then we went to an independent brokerage that was crushing it. They're doing like 80, 100 million a year down there. And then after that, probably 4 or 5 years, we're like, hey, we can do better than this. Let's create our own. And then we just navigated to Hughes Realty and can serve our clients in a lot of cool ways by doing that. So
So this is cool. So this is this can be a quick masterclass for our listeners, because we have people that are in their own hometowns or own home city with their network of people that they just need to tap into to be able to help them buy and sell real estate. Yeah. You guys had to start from scratch. Literally
Yes, we did. And there's a lot of learning experiences with that.
Wow.
Going into a market where it's a lot different than what it was here too, right?
Yeah.
We had a base that was, you go down there and we were it was like a California picture to that. It felt like a California where we're hill country, very expensive, and we fell on our face left and right down there.
We didn't know
trying to
anyone.
get
There was no
going.
family, no friends, no acquaintance. Like no one was there. So there was a lot of pain points. But we were in our mid-20s, and so it was just us, and we had a dog, and it was just hustle, go, grind.
Sure.
We lived real estate. We door knocked.
Yeah.
We
worked at Home
everything.
Depot starting at 3 a.m, both of us.
Yeah.
What did you do at Home Depot?
When we went down there, because we thought, hey, real estate's gonna take off. Well, it didn't.
Yeah.
So at we were in a little apartment with our dog, and we'd work at Home Depot at 3:30 in the morning. So we'd work till like 9 in the morning, and then we'd jump into real estate, and we we grinded at that for a long time, and then started seeing some successes, and it kind of just built, and then from that start to like where we ended, we were in the top 1% of agents in Austin from that.
I love that grind. So you were building relationships one at a time. Tell me how that works when you have no connection and you're like, I need to build a relationship with this person.
Absolutely.
Like what how did you do that?
I mean,
For these new agents that are listening to this podcast, how do you take it where you don't know them cold? It's cold to relationship to referrals.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be committed, as we all know, like you have to be all in on it. But once you're all in on it, it's just your life, right? People have to trust you though, right? So like you have to be all in. They have to know you're all in. And when they do, then they trust you, So, I mean, I have a good story. I met a guy, I don't know how to say it, but kind of like, not like homelessy a little bit, but like, not totally put together, put together. And at a bar, a restaurant that, we'd frequent and just became good buddies with him. Well, very well-connected guy, and ended up selling his $2 million house in Spanish Oaks. That's the same neighborhood that Joe Rogan lives in.
Looking to multi-million-dollar houses.
But like it was, at a restaurant, just hanging out, BSing, hanging out. Built a fantastic connection. He probably referred us. I mean, I don't even know, 20 million in probably production from one guy.
From a restaurant connection.
Yeah.
So you're good at making that connection. You're able to bridge just a soft connection, cold connection into a relationship.
Yeah, it's just people, right?
It's value too, right? So for us, it's never been just transactional ever. It's always relationship. So when the deal is done, we still stay in touch. We reach out all the time, here, happy birthday, happy anniversary. We send little gifts to our past clients. But more than that, we're there for them. So if they need a roof replaced, or if they need someone to come help up with landscaping, we're there with those connections too, right? So
and normally before they ask, like, hey, we got a hailstorm. Hey, we got a couple roofers if you need it. Hey, your property taxes went up a bunch. Let me help you fight that. Save $1,000. Means a lot.
Yeah, I think that's super, super cool, because I think that a lot of people actually struggle with that. Like that they...
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. We're in today's real estate market, they can get caught up in social media. Here we are, on a podcast, but thinking that social media is the real thing that moves the needle for their business, which that's just a support thing. Right.
Yeah.
That is a way to stack on the relationship.
Yes.
Not the belly to belly.
Yeah.
Right. Or those little gifts, those little touches go way farther, I think.
Right.
Especially in today's world where everything's digital. Yeah. If you're willing to give the gift and willing to talk to them and sit down with them, it goes farther now.
Yeah.
It almost like does twice as much as it used to.
Well, I mean, you're very good at that too. I think our first deal we did together, it was like, hey, congratulations, thanks for working with me. And I was like, oh, that was pretty cool. Got something in the mail and thought that was really fun. I mean, that's kind of like Sarah started like a little pop-by gift thing for all our clients. So every month or every 2 months, we'd send out like a little gift, like whatever. I mean, you probably give tons of examples on that.
I mean, it's just really a thank you. Like, hey, thank you for being part of our experience. Thank you for letting us help you. Thank you for trusting us. We want to stay in touch. And so just a thank you to them. And also like, hey, if you know of anyone, if your friends, family, neighbor, anyone else is moving, we'd love to be part of their experience
stay
too.
in front of them.
And so that's been very helpful. And people it's little gifts, right? So who doesn't love a little gift?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Everybody wants sales that, you know,
Yeah, you got
on-
their
Yeah.
love language.
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And for the real estate agents, I would say every time we did that, we would get 2 leads, 2 sales from that, from one round.
That's
so if you
amazing.
think about it, like every time you do that, you yield 2, you know, transactions or connections. It's very nice,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
I can see you guys being yin and yangs between the two of
For
you.
sure.
Of like,
Oh, yeah.
so you probably, yeah, you really like help offset each other,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Like on that.
Which
That's-
is good too, because I mean, people are people, right? Everyone's got different personalities. So when we go to listing appointments, a lot of times they'll gravitate to Kyle. And then if they don't, they're going to gravitate to my personality. So
Yeah,
it's
you
just
cover
kinda-
you can cover both that pretty.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we do a lot of that together. So it's been really helpful for us. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys run a busy life then too, right? You have 4 children.
Yes.
So then you're balancing the work life and the home life.
Yeah.
And you're balancing, you know, a Midwest property and a Texas property.
Yes.
And traveling for summertime
Yes.
and like all of that. So you guys, that takes a lot to keep it. Do you got any secrets for our listeners here of like, what do you do to kind of keep it in alignment, or is it just,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just prioritizing what's in front of you at that moment. So there's seasons when it's the kids are the priority and work is second. And then there's times when, you know, it's like, okay, like we're work mode, and then we have to call in grandparents and other supports to help with kids. So I think it's just like, what is our goal for this day, week, month, whatever it be,
Yeah.
and that's the
And
priority.
kids are adaptive, right? They like, we thrive off the contrast, right? We were just in Texas. It was 95 degrees and we had the best Tex-Mex food ever. Hanging out, it was beautiful. And then, you know, we zipped back and now we're working a couple deals here and everything. And it's awesome to come back to the Midwest and the weather's perfect and, you know, everything. So it's you get energy out of contrast. We do. On
the
that.
whole family does, yes.
yeah. So for the last couple
Yeah.
of years, you have been bouncing. I know your primary focus is Texas, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, but you're bouncing back to the Midwest because you bought a really
Yeah,
cool
it's kind
country
of,
home
yeah,
there,
kind
right?
of, yeah, country
Yeah.
home. We got a bunch of space, summer home, holiday home.
Big pond, I think, if I remember
Yes,
that, right?
yep,
right?
yep,
Yeah.
yep. Little
Yeah.
fishing. We kayak there a little bit, which is fun.
Oh, you
with the
can. You can
kids.
fish right in the pond.
Yeah, they're small. They're only like, they're little, but it's perfect for the kids.
How cool is that?
Oh, it's cool. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fun. So you're balancing back and forth. We've had a couple clients
Yeah.
together. You've been an excellent communicator
Yeah.
on it. One of them specifically, you know, we won in multiple offers,
Yeah.
way over
7 orders.
7
Crushed
offers,
it.
right?
You did fantastic on that too. We can talk on that too, but you did very, very good on that.
Yeah,
So.
well, thank you. So, so the Midwest market, you know, specifically Twin Cities metropolitan area, you know, this market here right now is basically pretty even inventory, right?
Yeah.
Listings are only up a little bit, like 5-6%. Values are up.
Yeah.
But then you have like the tail of 2 markets.
Yeah.
So then you have Austin,
Yeah.
which was, you know, on the radar of everybody in the United States of one of the hottest real estate markets
Yes.
in the United
Yes.
States. Did you tell me that Austin went up 30% in 1 month?
I don't know if it went 30% up in a month, but the swings of values during the last handful of years are crazy. I mean, we had one where, you know, I think we helped somebody sell for $580 and now that house is worth $420.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
tough.
We
So-
knew it. We knew it though. Like, so we were jumping on sellers and being like, guys, sell now, sell. You know, we didn't help many buyers during that time because we just knew it was not the time. So we were hammering sellers to be like,
Yeah. So is that in the Austin market? Is that kind of past? Has that drop happened and now it's stabilized?
it's stabilized.
It
It's
has.
stabilized.
Okay, so for
It's-
future Austin buyers, now it's like, all right,
Oh, yeah. Now
this
it's
is
great.
looking good again.
Well, right now, I mean, it's been a seller's market for a long, long time
Mm-hmm.
with everything too. I mean, back when it was crazy, I mean, we wake up at, 7 in the morning and you'd have 8 agents reaching out, just waiting for you to respond to them. Can I see this? Can I see this? Can I see this? It was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. So, and these are, expensive home, everything. It would go from like low end to high end. It would just be crazy. Now it's more of a market where, there's more inventory than buyers in Austin. So that's a lot different than up here right now,
so
where
buyers
it's more
can
balanced.
negotiate now.
It's-
They can get
it's-
concessions.
It's a great time for buyers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, so they probably can even potentially max out on concessions to help with interest rates or
I would
closing
say
costs,
absolutely, depending on it.
contingencies,
Yeah.
all of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Wonderful. That's not Minnesota right now,
No,
right?
I know it's yeah, right.
Yeah, so it's fun to hear for
Yeah.
the buy side of it, right?
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Yep.
So
It's good for buyers.
It absolutely is. And sellers, home prices there are probably still up dramatically if you look at a 5-year period.
100%. Yes. If you're
Yeah.
looking over 5 years, yes. It just spiked and then kind of leveled off a little bit. But yeah. Yep.
So what are you doing? How are you helping your sellers right now? Make sure they price right, because you wouldn't want to overprice right now, right?
No.
In Austin.
I mean, yeah, just running the comps on everything, right? Seeing the active inventory, though, that's all your competition. Seeing the pendings, that's how quick they're turning over. And then what facets do you have that other ones don't to like leverage and get more money? And, you know.
Yeah, that's really
for
important.
pricing anyways.
Yeah.
Not really marketing, but pricing. Yeah.
I think nationally that's a trend even within the market in the Twin Cities, is you better make sure that you price the listing correctly. And the value of a really 100%. Good agent of pricing properly right now, I see it, because if you miss your price, you're like the seller is going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Like they're going to, it seems like if they price too high, it sells for under what it's worth.
Yeah. Yes.
100%. Yeah.
That's exactly what's
And it's all psychology, right? So you have to price it at market when you hit market. Otherwise, if it stays on for a while, the interest is gone.
Yeah, because then you get a buyer come up and they're attuned to the market, right? They've been looking for a while. Mm-hmm. The ones that are ready, if they see a good price, they're like, this is good, I'm going to grab it. If you're high, they're going to wait, and then you drop it down. And because buyers are a little more hesitant right now, I would say a little bit, you know, so then the price drops a little bit more and a little bit more. So yes,
and then they want to deal off of that price.
Exactly.
Yes,
Right?
of course.
Yeah, and then it's like this downward spiral. And I think a lot of consumers miss that value of realtors, where the top realtors get that.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
On
There's
pricing.
so much to pricing that goes into it, you know, and to take advantage of everything, where some people throw it up and you leave 25, 30 grand on the table.
Yeah. So for our clients and consumers that are listening, like this is the value for a really good realtor on the listing side, is properly pricing your house. That's how they can earn their commission.
Yeah.
They're a little, you know,
I think a lot of
3% on 500 grand is 15 grand.
Yeah.
Well, that 15 grand seems like a lot until the agent prices it wrong, and then you sell for 20 grand under market because of a mispriced house.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, 100%.
And time wasted too, right? Months and
Stress,
months on market.
you know, it takes a lot for sell. You know, I got to get ready for the showing, got to get the dogs ready, put them in the car, go out, you know, you never know, you know, it's a lot.
But I mean, that's part of like has been our thing the whole time. It's just earn that trust. Like tell people up front, hey, this is what we see in value, and then then it's like a referral business for us, because they had a good experience and they're going to refer their friends. You know. So
What advice would you have for listeners right now that are looking to move to Austin right now, since it's a transient market, right?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are moving into that marketplace.
Yes.
What should they be aware of if they're a buyer moving into the Austin marketplace, that they need to know to choose the right realtor?
I mean, I think they need someone with experience. We've been in the Austin area, 12, 13 years now. Someone who knows all the neighborhoods, who knows the builders, who knows just everything about the area, right? Because if you don't have that knowledge and experience, it gets a little confusing.
Well, yeah. So there's I don't know how many what percentage of our clients come from out of state, but I would say 40%, 35% are from California or Arizona or wherever. And I mean, countless times I would just say, when are you flying into town? I'm coming in this day. Okay, give me 2 days, you know, and I'll take 2 days with them. They'll drive with me, and I'll literally be a tour guide and be like, here's what Georgetown has to offer. Here's what Liberty Hill has to offer. Here's what this has to offer. And after that, it's very intense, couple days. But after that, the clarity is just evident where they want to be, because there's different vibes there. Every place has a different attributes and vibes. It's like unlike anywhere, really.
Yeah.
And they know. I mean, almost everybody knows after that, like, I want to be here.
Mm-hmm. My observation is like Austin doesn't have like an old area really. It's like a lot of it's newer. It feels like
a lot of where we work is the newer. We're north, Austin, and so a lot of suburbs, a lot of new construction, and a lot of new neighborhoods are popping up all the time.
Yeah, it's a lot of new construction.
Master plan neighborhoods.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Which is
Tons of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you're the tour guide for them coming in. And I think what's cool from the outside is
You educate
you
them,
did
right?
it too. So
Yeah.
you can say, hey, we did this too.
Oh, yeah.
So we know what you feel like.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we know how you feel
Yeah.
coming to a new town
Yeah.
and feeling lost.
Yeah.
And, we can be a beacon of light for you. On that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And through the 2 days, I mean, you get to know everyone, right? So then you can guide them and, and like just help them decide, what's best and line it up. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
Yep.
So especially the windshield time with them is probably really
Yeah.
powerful for the relationship.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Huge. Because then you get to know what they're looking for and what their value, and you can be you can step back and guide them and be like, this is what's best. From what you've told me, this is what is best for you. And they're like, you're right. You're
Do you
right.
do a lot of video tours? Like, do you guys do FaceTime or videos and send it to them?
Some
Little bit.
instances, but yeah, not as much as in person. Yeah.
Yeah. Little bit though. Yes.
Yeah. Any fun stories on that?
Oh,
People
gosh.
coming from out of the area.
Oh, man.
Like we sold a house on FaceTime to someone that lived in Canada.
Oh,
Which is
really?
during
Really?
COVID. Yeah, 910,000 in Hudson, Wisconsin. They did not see the house until the final walkthrough.
Well,
That's funny.
so for clients, I would say no. But when we bought our house up in Wisconsin,
Yeah.
yes.
I didn't see
She
it.
never saw it.
Yeah, I didn't
But that's
see it.
how being in the business, you're like, oh, whatever. It's a house, like whatever.
Yeah.
It's, you get all the ins and outs. So I came up here, took a peek at it. I'm like, and I did do a video tour for you then. And I'm like, what do you think? You like it? And you're like, yeah, I like it. But I had a lot of pressure because I couldn't make a mistake.
Yeah.
For my wife, like, it's the house, right? But no, yeah, that worked out pretty good.
Yeah. Is there cultural differences that you see, like when you're coming back here and you're serving these clients here versus Texas? Is there big things that you feel like you have to change? Or Sarah, you were saying it culturally does feel similar, or is there things that you have to adjust to?
I would say no, not really. People are people. You just have to understand what their goals are and align with that and help solve the problem. That's when you serve them and help them. When you got them a house,
Yeah.
sold their house, whatever. So no, I would say no.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So right now, when you're looking to the future, right, like of our industry, what do you think in the next 3 to 5 years? How's it looking to you?
I think with social and AI and all the technology coming out, I think you either have to like choose, hey, we're going to really dive into that and that's going to be our thing. Or you have to really also kind of do what we've been doing, where it's just that kind of old school style of like, hey, we're visiting with you in person. We are sending handwritten notes. We're doing the pop buys and kind of keep the relationship going.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of you can do a little of both, but you kind of have to choose your path for the next few years of how you're going to have your business look.
Yeah, it's just you have to dominate whatever you're gonna do.
Yes.
I think, like I said before, you have to be committed. Once you are committed, people will start like buying that you're committed, and they'll say, okay, he's the guy to go to. You do a great job at that, because I mean, you're here super early, you leave late, you work harder than anybody I've known, and that's commitment. And when you do that you'll be successful. You just have to not quit and be committed.
Yeah, I think the next 3 to 5 years is going to be amazing.
I do
Because
too.
sales, are at the lowest
Yeah.
level in 30 years,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So then the bull run that's going to be ahead of us for home sales is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
We just need even just little downticks in rate, and people get excited about
Oh.
it. And everybody's comfortable with rates now. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Hey, rates have been in the sixes
Yes.
for 3 years. What are you waiting for?
It would go
right?
nuts. I was talking about the Austin market. I'm like, there's not as many buyers as sellers right now. Well, if you drop the interest rates a little bit, guess what? All the buyers are coming out of the woodwork. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just
we're-
a little bit.
Just a little bit, right? Yeah, I don't think it takes much, but I also think the Fed's aware of that.
Yeah,
so
they
they kind of
are.
gotta
Yes,
they gotta
for
kind of
sure.
hold that back because values
They've been
could
doing a good
shoot
job
up.
at that, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
if rates dropped really fast right now, what most people don't realize is the inflation that would happen in real
Yes.
estate would be not good.
Yes.
Because home
Yes.
prices are already.
Yes.
We're getting tempered. We're getting
Yes.
worked into the price of real estate right now, which has happened in the last
Right.
5 to 7 years.
Yeah, exactly.
People are still swallowing that
Yeah.
of understanding.
ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it'll probably just keep going up too. I don't see prices like going down at all. I think it'll just keep going up, whatever percentage that is a year.
Yeah, 3 to 5%, really healthy.
Yep.
Right.
If not more.
Yeah,
I think probably more, you know.
Yeah, over the long term.
Yeah.
You know, even just if someone's looking at a little affordable $350,000 house,
Yeah.
if it goes up 3%, it's going
that,
up to 400.
that 350, you know, a handful of years ago was, you know, 280, you know, and it just ding, 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 ding. It's a great hedge.
Well, man, I've really appreciated you guys, you know, sharing with me a little bit about bringing the Midwest roots to Texas and how that has transitioned so amazingly well and become, you know, powerhouses in the Texas market.
Yes.
So I appreciate it.
Yes. Super fun. Thanks for having us too.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank
Good
you.
conversations.